Welcome back to week 2 of Captain's Corner. You guys had a pretty good week with 2 wins, but there were 2 slow starts that got us kind of behind the 8 ball early, and we had to battle back. How good was it for you guys to pick up those wins after being a little sluggish in the first period and um, having to grind through that?
It was definitely a good team win. Like it was nice to see that we didn't hang our heads after the first, and we came back and everyone worked together and just knew they had to show up big. We had those first 2 goals in the opening 5-on-3 to a 5-on-4 power play in the second period against North Brantford. But again, we shouldn't have to need to battle back like that. We need to come out with more energy so that we're not starting. We don't dig ourselves a hole that we then have to get out of every single game.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we're gonna have to clean up, fix, and really, because it can't happen as we keep moving deeper into the season. But getting those 2 wins was nice, just because it's good to get wins early in the season and sort of just be towards the top of the standings. But yeah, we definitely got to clean that up.
Yeah, it's not helping that we don't start off that well, but we're definitely going to change that, I think. I don't know if it's how everyone's warming up or how their heads coming into the game, but if we come out like we did in the second and how we play in the third, we'll be just fine going in the rest of the season.
3 goals in 47 seconds against North Brantford after going down 2-0. How fun was it to be a part of that blitz and, taking the lead and then taking control of the game?
I guess it was pretty cool. I happened to be on the ice for all three. I think Tom was too. It was weird though. I didn't really comprehend it until after we did it and then got off the ice. But it was a perfect start to the second period.
Truthfully, I didn't even know it was 47 seconds. I just knew that we came out strong. We put the first one in quick, and they all kind of came on after that. If the intensity just came out right after the first, nobody was happy with how it started, and that definitely improved how we started the second. So
Goes to show too, start the game like that. Like obviously, you just mentioned we start slow, but if we started the first period with 3 goals that quick, I'd be a tough thing for a team to come back from getting squashed like that right off the gate. So it shows what we can do in the first if we work hard and we have that same intensity.
So, yeah, with the slow starts, goaltending has to be solid, and I think we've had our good backstops here. With Stoddard had a big game against North Haven, some timely saves. He made the saves he had to, and tough 2-1 loss. And then that crazy sequence with Reddington against North Brantford where he was diving all over the place. Had some huge stops against East Haven to keep it a 1-goal game. How's that been having that behind you guys so far?
it's definitely helping that we have strong goalies back there. It definitely keeps the boys in front of them awake and kind of see what we kind of make them go through, like when Brendan had to make the 3 consecutive saves in a row. It shows us what we did wrong and how we can improve at the same time. But definitely having strong goalies back there this year is going to help us the rest of the year and maybe get us to the end.
It's very reassuring too. Like you know that you got a kid back there that works hard and he could come up big, but it's also like you also want to be there for him. You know what I mean? And I think our goalies have always worked hard. Even on the bench, they're the most like talkative. They seem to like tell you like on your way out, the goalies will always say something to you, or they'll say something to you on the way in. Good shifts, get out there, stuff like that. So I think that goalies bring good energy, and it all starts from like the bottom with them and moves all the way up to the team. So it's nice.
Yeah, off of what Brock said, like it's great. They've both been playing great all year, pretty much. Practices, they push each other. Games, they push each other. They make each other better. Even Nate, like Nate makes them better. It seems like they all want the best for one another, but they also all want to play more than the other, which is what you want on a team, because you want to have your best guy out there, but it's nice also to have the option of different guys.
Yeah, for a position as important as goalie, and seeing those guys, you know, really good friends, really good competition between the three of them. How cool is that? And does that rub off on you guys as, you know, you look at your peers and your teammates and
Yeah, I think high school hockey is different from any other team you play on, only because I feel like every practice, every game's a tryout, kind of. Like, if you're not where you want to be, you're working hard every single day to get into that spot. And if you're in a spot that you like, you're working hard every day to keep your spot, because it's not where everyone goes out. It's not everyone shares equal ice. So if you want it, you have to work for it. And I think, at least on our team, we have a very healthy competitive sense where the kids that are where they want to be are still working hard. They're not laying back. And the kids that are somewhere they don't want to be aren't like sulking. They just want to get better, and they want to help the team and be in a spot where they can be happy where they are.
Yeah, competitive factor. I feel like we got very competitive over the start of the season till now, in practices and stuff like battle drills, and then specifically the goalies. It's a whole competition. Just the three of them, like the practices leading up to a game, like during the week, it's pretty much like a tryout for them. Not really a tryout, but it's just like who's playing the best, who looks the best, who's going to give us the best chance to win the game. And they know that. We all know that. It's kind of cool to see, actually.
Well, I'm friends with all three of the goalies off the ice and on the ice. So the competitive nature is still there outside, and just hearing it kind of gets you going. No matter what, they're all supportive of each other. They talk to me. Colin does a good job of it. He comes up to me between periods and kind of keeps me going. He does it a lot throughout the whole team. But I think the friendly competition for back there is kind of one of our strong points, and everybody notices it, and everybody builds off of it.
And Brock, you mentioned it earlier. Having those goalies make those saves, like whether it's one of those breakaways that Reddington stopped in the East Haven game, or that 3-save sequence against North Brantford, does that kind of make you guys want to jump on the team a little more and give back for what your goalie's doing for you behind you?
I think definitely. When you see, like, I mean, you can obviously tell when you're watching the game, shots or situations where you think there's a goal there, and then you see your goalie come up big and the puck will go into the corner. Just from like a defensive standpoint, if you mess up and it's up to you, and it's just up to your goalie, and he makes up and he comes up with a big save, you want to go get that puck. You want to get that puck for the reason of like almost thanking your goalie and reciprocating what he just did for you, but also just the fact that it kind of fires you up. Oh shoot, that was a nice save. Now let's go get this and let's turn it the other way.
Yeah, the big save in the back definitely helps turn around everything in the front. Even in practice, a big save gets everyone cheering. And the hype on the bench also helps after a big save, keeping everybody else going.
Yeah, I don't know. Watching some of them make some flashy saves, diving saves and stuff, gets the bench going, the coaches get going, the crowd gets going. Well, crowd, you know what I mean. It's nice. It seems like it puts the momentum in our favor.
Yeah, definitely. So this week we have Watertown and Sheehan coming up. What are some keys to a successful week against these two tough opponents?
I think just
go.
taking it one game at a time, Watertown first, and then focusing on Sheehan towards the end of the week. Our focus this week definitely going to be on better start to the games and keeping that good start, hopefully, that we have throughout the entire game. But yeah, we're just going to get back to work tomorrow at practice and get prepared for Wednesday.
Yeah, and Watertown's like a lower radar kind of team. They don't get talked about a lot. You don't really find yourself tuning into those games much. But we still got to take them hard. We got to come out, hopefully, deal with them, and take the business right on to Saturday. But we got to just focus on Watertown first because every game is a big game, and the way we play Saturday can determine the way we come out on, or the way we come out on Wednesday might determine the way we come out on Saturday. So if we're fired up then, we'll take some energy hopefully, and just a week.
Yeah, definitely back to what Weir said. We definitely have to come out harder than we have the past 2 games of the season. Definitely have to work on our neutral zone, get that tightened up. We had a few mistakes that could have costed us more goals or stopped some of the goals that have happened. We definitely could grind more in the corners, keep our feet moving. Sometimes we get lazy and it doesn't help us in the long run. Also, our defensive zone, there's stuff to work on there, but I think we'll tighten everything up and be ready for Watertown on Wednesday and focus on Sheehan after that.